Hello, welcome to Homework Walkthrough Video 7.05a. Independent practice. Jump right in. 10 families in a neighborhood. That's too small. There we go. 10 families in a neighborhood were surveyed on how many pets they each had. The data set is given. Boom. Find the mean, median, mode, and range. Oh, mean, median, range. Round to the nearest tenth. So the mean, that's where we add all the numbers up and divide by how many numbers there are. So 4 plus 4 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 5 plus 4 plus 6 plus 3 plus 6 is 41. And I divide that by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Divide that by 10. And I got my mean, an average of 4.1 pets per family. The median is the middle number. To find the middle number, I have to arrange my numbers in order from smallest to biggest. So I got 3, 3, those again, 3 number 4s. Oh, I have another 3. Ooh, I almost missed that. 3 number 4s, number 5, and 2 6s. All right, so 10 numbers. I want the middle number, so I'm going to cross off one number on each side. Bow, 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 bow. Now, my numbers might be different than your numbers, but we can use a very similar strategy. Looks like we got a tie. We have two middle numbers. Normally, if you have two middle numbers, you would find the middle of those two middle numbers, but our tie is between the same number. So 4 is our median. 4. And our range, biggest number minus smallest number, our biggest number is 6, smallest number is 3. So biggest minus smallest, 6 minus 3, 3. New family moves in. They got one pet. How will the additional value affect the measures of center? When adding a data value lower than the measure of center, the measure of center would decrease. That kind of is what it sounds like, right? If you add a small thing, it will make the mean go smaller. Kind of also the opposite. If you add a big thing, a bigger number, like someone moves in with 20 pets, what? It will make the mean go up. But if we add a family with one pet, probably make the mean go down. When adding a value in the lower half of data, wait, what? When adding a data value in the lower half of the data set that is greater than the minimum, the measure of variation, oh, that's a confusing way to say it. So if you added a new low number, but it wasn't like the number 1 or 2, and it was maybe the number 3.5. So you added a new low number, but it isn't the lowest number. What's that going to do to the range? That's what measure of variation is the range. So variation is what's happening? Range. Okay. So would that affect the range if I added a low number but not the lowest? No, because I do biggest minus smallest, so it would not be affected. There we go. Yay. Question 2. A sixth grade class just got their scores back from a math quiz. Boom, there's their scores. A new student is added to the class and takes the quiz. The teacher wants to see how the new student's score will affect the statistics. The new data set with the new score is added. Boom. Looks like that's the new score, 65. Find the mean, median for the OG set and the new set, round to the nearest tenth, necessary. So mean and median. Okay, let's find the mean first. So the original mean of these numbers, let's add them all up and divide by how many numbers there are. So 79 plus 64 plus 67 plus 71 plus 61 plus 57 plus 71 plus 79 plus 84 plus 90 plus 91 plus 70 plus 95 plus 89 plus 80 plus 87 equals, and that divided by how many numbers are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Count it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Divide that by 16 because there's 16 numbers that I added together. My average is 77.1875, but I round to the nearest tenth. So when I round to the tenth, I look at the hundredths place, and the hundredths place tells the tenths place whether to go up or down. Since 8 is closer to 10, we round up, making this 77.2. 77.2. Now let's find the new mean. Instead of adding all the numbers again, let's just add this 1,235 plus the new number, 65. I forgot. 35 plus 65, because all these first 16 numbers added together is 1,235. We're just adding one new number. Why type all of that back into your calculator? What? Equals 13,000 or 1,300. Now instead of 16 numbers, now there's 17 numbers. We added a new one, right? Instead of 16, now there's 17 divided by 17. Hey, and I'm gonna still round to the nearest tenths place. When I round to the tenths place, I look at the hundredths place. The hundredths place tells the tenths place whether to round up or down. Since 7 is closer to 10, we round up, making this 76.5. Oh, so adding a new low number made the average go down. Now let's find the median. Bow, bow, bow. The original median. I need my numbers in order from smallest to biggest. I see the number 57. I see the number 61. Feel free to go ahead and fast forward through this part. It's going to be mega boring. I see 64, 67, 70, 271s, 279s, 80, 84, 87, 89, 90, 91, 95, 90, 91, 95. Oh, there we go. Okay. I have 16 numbers. I remember that from before when I counted them. So I have 16 numbers. Let's find the middle number. Cross one off on each side until I get to the middle. And if there are two numbers in the middle, if there's a tie for middle number, I'm going to find the middle of those middle numbers. What? I can do that just by thinking it, or I can do it by adding them up and dividing by 2. Oh, unless my tie is between the same number, then that's just my median. So 79 worked out pretty nicely for me, in it. 79. Now let's add the number 65. Adding the number 65. 65. Now let's cross off a number on each side till we find the middle. Again. Oh, so fun. How epic. Rock and roll. Oh, one number is the middle. It's 79 again. Cool. When adding a data value lower than the measure of center, the measure of centers could decrease. See, we see here, could go down, could go down. When adding a data value in the lower half of the data set that is greater than the minimum, the measures of variation, where that's the same as before. So if it's, yep, the measure of variation are unaffected. So if I add a small number, but it's not the smallest number, does it affect the range? No, it does not. It's in there again. Over 2 weeks, a person tracked their daily step count. The data set is given. Find the mean, median, mode, and range. Oh, not mode. Mean, median, range. Then find the mean, median, range again. What? Why? Okay. All right. Let's go. We're gonna to find the mean. We add all the numbers up and divide by how many numbers there are. 4,300 plus 4,200 plus 44 plus 4,200 plus 3,000 plus 3,400 plus 4,200 plus 3,900 plus 34 plus 2 Okay, here we go. Add them up. Then I'm going to divide that by how many numbers there are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Divided by 14. All right, and I'm rounding to the nearest tenths place. When I round to the nearest tenth, I look at the hundredths place, which is this 4 for me. And the hundredths place tells the tenths place whether to round up or down. Since 4 is closer to 0, I round down, making this just 3,907.1. 3,907.1. Now, my median number. Median number. Median number. Median number. All right. I need numbers in order from smallest to biggest. So I got 3,000, 3,100, 34. Go ahead and fast forward through this part. Please. So boring. 34. Don't watch this part. This part's so boring. 34, 34. 36. 1, 2, 3, 4. What? Okay, good. I caught that. There is another 4,200. 1, 2, 3, 4 of those. 1, 2, 1. Yeah, okay. All right, and we are finding the middle number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh, and we got a tie. Since the tie is both the same number, that's our median, 4,200. And the range is biggest minus smallest. So smallest was 3,000. Biggest is 4,500. So 4,500 minus 3,000, 1,500. Okay, after you take your next walk, you add the steps you took that day. Now we took a new day, we're adding a new number, 2,800. And we are going to see how that changes the mean, median, and range. A new number, 28. It is a new lowest number, 2,800. How does that affect the mean? Let's do that first. So before our mean, when we add it up, it was 54,700. 54,700. Now we added a new number, 2,800. So let's just add that to the previous sum we got. And instead of having 14 numbers, that history, now we have 15 numbers. So divide that by 15. Oops, just 15. We get this, and we are rounding to the nearest tenth. When I round to the nearest tenth place, I look at the hundredth place. The hundredth place tells me whether to round up or down. Since 3 is closer to 0, I round down, making this 3,833.3. 3,833.3. 3,833.3. And now let's find the new middle number. Cross one off on each side until I find the new middle number until I find the new middle number until I find the new middle number until I 4,200. Just one number. Range is biggest minus smallest. The biggest number is 4,500, but now the new smallest would be 2,800. Right? The smallest, biggest, smallest minus big, or biggest minus smallest. 1,700. 1,700. When adding a value lower than the measure of center, the measure of center would decrease. When adding a data value that is less than the minimum, so when you're adding a new smallest number, the range, the measure of variation, would increase. Right? Went from 1,500 to 1,700. It increased. And our mean decreased. Over the hump, halfway done. Question 4. Sixth grade class took a science quiz. There's our scores. Bloop. One of the students transfers, and the teacher wants to see what the new scores will be. So, we lost the kid who scored a 63 on the quiz. Find the old mean and find the new mean. Old median, new median. Cool. Well, let's start with that median then. Let's find the original median. by crossing one number off on each side. Oh, wait. First, our numbers have to be in order from smallest to biggest. Almost forgot. 63. See another 63. Go ahead and fast forward through this part. 63, 63. Oh, there's the number 56. You can see that. Looks like I missed a few numbers. So 50s, 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 56 and 57. 63, 63, 64, 68, 72, 72, 77, 80, 81, 83, 84, 90, and 100. Oh, okay. That took a while. 90 and 100. Now let's find the middle number. Crossed off one number on each side. Going speed mode. Cross, cross. 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7, 7. Middle number. 72. Then we get rid of the number 63. So now we no longer have this number. Now what's the middle? Cross one off on each side. 3 crossed off, 4 crossed off, 4 crossed off, 5 crossed off, 5 crossed off, 6 crossed off, 6 crossed off. Oh, it's a tie! When there's a tie, I want to find the middle of both middle numbers. I can do that by adding them up and dividing by 2. So I would get 149 divided by 2, which is 74.5. What? Nice. 74.5. Okay, now the mean. The original mean, let's add all these numbers up. 80 plus 63 plus 56 plus 68 plus 57 plus 64 plus 72 plus 96 plus 77 100 plus 90 plus 83 plus 81. Okay, so add them all up. I get 1,206. Let's count. Then we divide this sum by how many numbers there are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 16. Okay, I think I did something wrong in a previous question. I'm going to pause the video and come back and play it in a moment and check. I found my mistake. I forgot the number 96 in there. No! Okay, let's find the new meaning again. I messed up. One number off, two numbers off, two numbers off. Cross three numbers off. 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7. Oh, it's a tie. So this would be Add them up. This is the original median. Oof, sorry, I messed that up. Add them up, I get 149 divided by 2, or 74.5. That is supposed to be a 5. Oops. And then we get rid of one of the 63s. And now let's find the new median. Cross that off, cross this off, crossed off 2 on each side, crossed off 3 on each side, crossed off 4 on each side, crossed off 5 on each side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yep, 6 on each side, 7 on each side. Now our new median is 77. Okay, now back to where we were before, dividing by 16, round to the nearest tenth. So the 7 would tell the 3 to round up, making it 75.4. Now the new mean, where we get rid of the 63, so instead of adding up to 1,206, we're getting rid of the number 63, so we're taking away 63. Now our new sum is 1,143. And instead of 16 numbers, now we just have 15 numbers. So divide the sum by how many numbers there are. We get 76.2. How can removing a value from a data set affect statistics? When removing a data value lower than the measure of center, the measure of center looks like we increased, right? Looks like we increased our measures of center. When removing a data value in the lower half of the data set that is not the minimum, so if I get rid of a low number, but it's not the smallest number, is it going to affect the range? No, it's not, because only the smallest and biggest number affect the range. Last question. A gardener measures the height in inches of tomato plants in a garden. Boom, right there. One of the plants dies. No! And he removes its height from the data set. Oh, looks like the 8.7 plant died. Meow. Find the mean, median, range of the new data set, round to the nearest tenth. Okay. Start with that mean. To find the mean, we add all the numbers up and divide by how many numbers there were. So 14 plus 13 plus 17, 16.5 plus 16.5 plus 16 plus 11 plus 10.5, 10.5. Boom, all the numbers. Then I divide that by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 13, 14, because there's 14 numbers. And I'm rounding to the nearest hundredth this time. So I look at the thousandths. The 4 tells the 6 to round down because 4 is closer to 0, so 13.96. To find the median. Now, to find the median. Last median on the whole homework. Yeah, last median on the homework. All right. So, go ahead and fast forward through this part of the video. Or actually, I'm going to pause and replay the video when I finish finding the middle. Here's the numbers from order from smallest to biggest. Now let's find the middle number. Crossing one off on each side till I find the middle. Oh, there's two middles. So I find the middle of these two. What's in between? What's halfway between 13 and 14? Yep, 13.5. We don't need a calculator for that. We can just think that one. And range is biggest minus smallest. So the biggest number is 17.5. The smallest number is 10.5. 10.5 minus 10.5 equals 7. Range is 7. When removing a data value lower than the measure of center, the measure of center decreases. The measure of center increases. See here? This is the same question. When you take out a number, when you take a small number out, the mean and median can increase. When removing the minimum, if you take away the smallest number, the range will decrease. Like if the numbers were 1, 12, 12, 12, 12, 12, 13, 13, 13, the range would be 12, 13 minus 1. But if you took out the number 1, now your range would be 1. So the range would decrease. Hey, all right, if you need more help with this homework, let me know. I love to help. Good luck and goodbye.